Unguided media relates to data transmission through the air and is commonly referred to as wireless. The transmission and reception of data is carried out through an antenna. There are two main ways that antennas work: directional and omnidirectional.
Unguided or wireless media sends the data through air, which is available to anyone who has a device capable of receiving them. The types are radio transmission and microwave transmission.
Radio waves are the electromagnetic waves that are transmitted in all the directions of free space. Radio waves are omnidirectional. The signals are propagated in all the directions. In the case of radio waves, the sending and receiving antenna are not aligned. The waves sent by the sending antenna can be received by any receiving antenna. An example of the radio wave is FM radio. Radio transmission is mainly used for wide area networks and mobile cellular phones. Radio waves cover a large area and they can penetrate the walls. Radio transmission provides a higher transmission rate. Terrestrial microwave transmission is a technology that transmits the focused beam of radio signal from one ground-based microwave transmission antenna to another. Microwaves are unidirectional as the sending and receiving antenna is to be aligned.
Microwave transmission is cheaper than using cables. It is free from land acquisition as it does not require any land for the installation of cables.
Hello, my topic for today is modem standard. There are many types of standards available. First one is communication standards. There were no standards during the early days of modern communication. The only way to ensure data transmission was to place identical modems at the sending and receiving ends of the transmission. Compatibility was a greater concern and priority modems were the norm. Today, modems compile with the several standards. There are two sources for these standards. First one, manufacturers have placed specifications of their modem functions in the public domain. These specifications can now be copied and used by any manufacturer. Second one, standard communities are formed when there is enough interest expressed by users. Vendors or regulatory communities to develop a set of rules for a class of data or modems. Second type of standard, early Bell standards. Bell Telephone produced the first generally accepted modem standards, that is 103 and 212A. They developed out of the market dominant position of the telephone company in telecommunications. To complete, other vendors offered products that would recognize the Bell standard set. This scenario occurred more than once. The CCITT standards. CCITT modem standards are commonly known as V. models because each is named using the letter V followed by a decimal point and a number. The V. standard set out detailed requirements for the use of various modem speeds, incorporation of data compression schemes and error correction. MNP standards. The MNP standards set forth a series of error detection methods. Modem speed standards. There are many types of standards available such as Bell 103, Bell 212A, V.21, version 22, version 22 bis, version 23, etc. 56K modems. Telephone lines are capable of carrying 56 kbps of data. However, conversion from analog to digital signals and back comes with the price. The price is a speed limit of 33.6 kbps. Because many telephone systems are now digital, it is possible to transmit in some instances at a full 56 kbps in one direction. The return data, however, is still limited to 33.6 kbps. For this reason, it is unlikely that you achieve a full data transfer rate with a 56K modem. Refers to a modem that transmits at 56 kbps. In order to achieve the best performance, the following conditions must be met. Digital to analog conversion should be limited so that it takes place only once within the network. Each conversion slows the communication process. The host must be connected digitally. Both modems must support the 56K technology. That's it. Thank you.
Transmission medium. A transmission medium can be broadly defined as anything that can carry information from a source to a destination. For example, the transmission medium for two people have a dinner conversation is the air. The air can also be used to convey the message in smoke signal or a semaphore. For writing message, the transmission medium may have mail carries and tracking or a airplane. In telecommunication, transmission medium can be divided into two broad categories, guided and unguided. Guided media including trace pair cables and coaxial cables and fiber optical cables, and unguided medium including wireless. Guided medium, which are those that providing a carry from one device to another, including twice pair cable and coaxial cable and fiber optical cable. Twice pair cable consists of two conductors, normal and copper, each with its own plastic insulator. Twice together as coaxial cable carries a signals of higher frequency range than those in twice pair cable in a part because the two medium are consisted quite differently. Unguided medium wireless. Unguided medium transport electromagnetic waves without using a physical conductor.